Appreciate you guys hanging in. Certainly appreciate the fans that hung in as well throughout the successive delays. You know, they certainly, you feel them. You know, they do a really good job, and awesome to have them there. I know our players are really happy to see them hang in there. But again, I want to give credit to Coach New and his team. He's got a good football team. And, you know, from a personnel standpoint, we have a big advantage. But he's got a tough football team. I want to wish him the best with the rest of the season. But, you know, from start to finish, thought we became a better football team. I thought we left the field different than how we entered. Just finishing drives, completing, getting them off the field, 3 and outs more successively. Third down defense continued to play at a high level and got a shutout. And really controlled, the middle 8, which is a big thing for us. And so all in all, just a really good performance, and looking forward to a great opportunity next week. Questions, please.
Mario, what did it mean to you for the team to play this well in front of the 1989 team this week?
Well, those are my teammates now, so there was some natural pressure that they better play well in front of my guys. I mean, look, when in the springtime, when the alumni came for the alumni reunion and the spring game, and they spoke to our team, we've been here for a couple years, but that one hit different. And I go back to what Michael Irvin had said to the team, and what Andre Johnson and Devin Hester had said to the team, and then those guys spent a couple hours just sitting at tables with our guys and talking to them. It just hit different. They understand Miami and what the Miami Brotherhood is more now than they did when they arrived, a lot of these guys. So it meant a lot to them, and hopefully it meant a lot to the 89 guys as well.
Mario, what did you take away from these last 2 games, lopsided defeats against them, obviously? Were you able to use a lot of players and get a lot of player evaluation as you step up in class against USF?
Well, we did. We cleaned up a lot of our stuff, too. I mean, the use of technology, right, the headsets, all that stuff, our systems, figuring out who can do what well. Right, and then also putting some guys in situations to play and see if they could perform at a level we can win with them. So I think a lot of progress in those areas. The one area that was disappointing was the penalties. We certainly on special teams were trying hard to become a better special teams unit, and we had some bright spots early on kickoff, and then later we got tangled up on some of the return game stuff that is, it's not us. We got to do a better job. But all in all, just proud of the team handling the delay. They did a good job with that. Proud of them making a decision to just get better today, and, see families get in bed and get ready for a big game next week.
Mario, I know you're missing a guy or two up front from the ones. Just what are your thoughts on run blocking and the run game? I
thought early on, we weren't running the ball very well. Some of it was loaded boxes. Some of it was, we got to do a better job. Some of it we maybe sometimes missed a hole. I think it was a little bit of everybody contributing to our lack of really running the ball to our standard. As the game went on, we started wearing on them a little bit and started popping some runs. So, when we look at the film, we'll certainly attack that, because that's a big part of what we do. And we're throwing the ball really, really well. We've had our moments in the run game. If we can combine the two, we're going to be really hard to stop.
The ability for you guys, I think it was 7 or 8 guys had 20-yard plays catching-wise. Just the ability to spread the ball around and know that you can make impact plays with multiple guys out there. It's just what that does for you guys.
Well, I think now that it's year 2 of Coach Dawson's system, I think everyone's really starting to feel comfortable, excel at it, understand timing and spacing, because in the passing game, that's the most critical thing, along with protection. We've got a good offensive line. Cam sometimes checks us and puts us in great protection, and when he knows he's not protected, he knows where to go with the ball, and he gets to that person quickly. So, again, we're hitting on all cylinders in the passing game, but we also, you'll ask Cam and he'll tell you he felt like he left some things out there that could have made it a better day. So, and that's the way we want to stay. We got a lot of work to do, and we're looking forward to getting back to work
Mario,
tomorrow.
with about 20 seconds left, I'm noticing Jason Taylor sweating his tail off, coaching as hard as he is. Is he like that on a regular basis with his intensity? Is the sky the limit for him as a coach?
Yes, the whole staff is like that. That's the only way to operate here. We work very hard. Jason does a fantastic job. I've mentioned a lot of times before, he has nothing to prove and approaches work every day like he has everything to prove, and that goes for the rest of our staff as well. Very hungry, driven, servant leaders. Very lucky to have them with us, and they want to get right on the next opponent right away.
There's numbers on both sides of the ball that are unprecedented through 3 games, and I know through 3 games means absolutely nothing, but what is it an indicator of? It's just as far as where you are in the process.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, progress, progress. There's 12 chapters in a regular season, and then you earn the rest from there, right? So, we're improving, man. We're getting better. We see a lot of areas where we can get better. We have done a good job of just kind of closing out the noise, and really focusing on our football family, and it's all that matters. It's all that matters.
Mario, what more can you really say about Cam Ward at this point? He's had obviously 3 great games throughout the season. I mean, just what more can you really say about him?
Probably the same thing he'll say. He wants to get better. He wants to get challenged, and so when he comes to work tomorrow and watch film, we're going to challenge him. It's what he wants. That's why he came here. I think he'll tell you, our players will tell you that there's no time to really celebrate. We acknowledge progress. We're happy about the progress, but not only, ignites, and fuels our drive more. These guys want to get better, man. They want to go win, and want to know for the week. A good start to the season, but we're just getting started. There's a lot of football to be played, and we got some great teams to play, starting with this coming Saturday.
And Inez Cooper went out early in the game. He got rolled up a little bit. What his status is?
I think he's good. He didn't look. It doesn't look like it's anything too serious. We expect him to be right in that practice on Tuesday.
Mario, defensively, obviously everyone's going to focus on the 62 points, everything offense, but to pitch a shutout, that's not an easy thing to do. Just the effort from those guys, especially with you rotating as many guys in as you did later in the game.
Right, that's the best part. We rotated a lot of guys. We played, I think, 12 to 14 defensive linemen. We played, I believe, 7 linebackers. We played everybody in the secondary that we could. And on offense, we just about did the same thing. So it was good to see that as the game went on, that those guys upheld a high standard. And I don't think the older guys were going to let them do anything else, because a week ago, kind of fell off a little bit when those guys did go in there. So it's good to see them get valuable, meaningful snaps against a solid football team, against a tough football team, and to be able to be productive and improve themselves worthy of, getting some more playing time in the future.
All right, you guys show up at 1:25, you have your process, it's all timed out.
Yeah.
You get here and you wait 2.5 hours to play. Just you can't do anything about it, but I'm just curious how you spend the delay, what that time is like.
Well, it's the first I've ever had like that. You prepare for it forever, and now 28 years later, we finally get to implement those processes. The first thing is we have really good, older guys, because we leaned on them. It's like, look, we're not going to be all tense. We're not going to also be in goofy mode, right? We've got to stay relaxed, take care of our bodies, wait for the next thing, because we went out a couple times and then sent back in. It's like, giddy up, whoa, giddy up, whoa. And that could play games with you, and it's like we just simply say, look, they're going through the same thing. So who's it going to mean to more, and who's going to handle it better when we come out the tunnel? So extra snacks, extra hydration. I mean, at one point in time when it got pushed back to 6+, then we went to, something a little bit more, solid to eat. And those guys, heck, the skinny guys probably gained a couple pounds, so it's all good.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank